Hello and welcome. If you keep failing coding interviews, I understand it can be frustrating. It's hard to figure this out because companies usually don't give you feedback on where you should improve. But don't worry. In this video, I'm gonna share with you the top 6 coding interview mistakes that you should avoid. I personally made this mistake myself in the past, so I know they're gonna be valuable for you. Without further ado, let's dive in. Number 1. Jump straight into coding. This is a mistake I saw a lot of beginners make. They just feel impatient and they jump straight into coding without showing how to solve the problem to the interviewer. Sure, finishing the code is important, but the interviewer wants to see your problem-solving skills. They want to know if you are walking in the right direction or not. So the next time you get into an interview, try your best to walk through a solution using an example and confirm with the interviewer before you start coding. In a 45-minute interview, your problem-solving section should take about 20 to 25 minutes. In addition, jumping too fast into coding can lead to false assumptions. You may come up with a misleading solution because you assume the wrong information. For example, let's say the interviewer wants to search for an element in an array. You have an array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a target variable t equals 4. Then you may jump straight into coding and use binary search to search for the target. Every turn, you take the middle value and eliminate half of the array. But I said searching in an array. I didn't say searching in a sorted array. I just gave you a misleading example, and without clarifying with me, you already make the wrong assumptions. So an actionable tip is that clarify everything with the interviewer before you write any code. Ask the interviewer, what is the maximum size of the input? What are the constraints? What are the edge cases? These questions will help you build a deeper understanding of the problem, and I can guarantee this will save you a lot of time later. Number 2. Bluffing. Companies don't expect a perfect candidate. You don't need to know everything to get hired. From my own experience, I think companies want to see if you are a good fit for the position and if you are eager to learn. So it's much better if you are honest and upfront about your strengths and weaknesses. Last year, I messed up an interview with a trading firm in New York City, so the position requires some knowledge in Linux. When the interviewer asked me if I know Linux, I said yes, I use it a lot in the past, but in reality, I only use some basic Linux commands. And when he asked me in-depth questions about Linux, I got stuck, and finally the company rejected me after a couple of days. The interviewer knows if you lie, so don't bluff. Be confident and honest with who you are. The interview is a chance for you to see if you and the company are a good match. Number 3. Go silent when stuck. The interviewer wants you to succeed in the coding interview. So when you are stuck at the questions, it's best to communicate your thoughts to the interviewer so he can give you a hint to proceed. If you go silent and try to figure it out on your own, the interviewer doesn't know where you are stuck. So maybe you need more clarifications on the problem, or maybe you need some guidance on certain details. Who knows? If they don't know where you are stuck, how are they gonna help you? The next time you find yourself stuck at a problem, use a technique called thinking out loud. That means you voice yourself out as you work through the problems. This way, the interviewer can understand your thoughts and he can put you in the right direction when you are stuck. Number 4. Not preparing correctly. A very obvious mistake a lot of people make is that they don't prepare for the coding interview the right way. Although doing leak code is standard for most companies, each company has its own unique requirements. So before you prepare for the coding interview, read through the job description carefully once again and write down some of their requirements. For example, I found a job description on LinkedIn. This is a very standard job description for software engineer. This position requires some experience in Python and AI. It's very likely that they will ask you this topic on coding interview. So it's best to brush up your knowledge in these fields along with data structures and algorithms. Also, a very important part of your coding interview is algorithms and data structures. However, just writing leak code isn't a smart move. you need some structures in your preparation. I will make another video about how to use LeetCode effectively in the future, so subscribe so that you don't miss it. Number 5. Not adapt to the situation. The interviewer words are your guidance. If they say something, you should follow and drop your current ideas. If they say you should start coding, then you should stop your problem solving immediately and start writing code. If you ignore the instructions, it's very easy to create a bad impression, and normally you will waste your time doing things that the interviewer don't really cares about. Also, being a software engineer requires adaptability. Companies change their tech stacks all the time. New frameworks come out every single year. Stakeholders change their requirements constantly. So companies want a person who can master adaptability and work under different conditions. And they will test you this in your coding interviews. So set your expectation lows before the interview. So when you talk to the interviewer and things don't go your way, you can easily adapt to the situation and figure things out. Number 6. Not managing your time. When you're really into solving a problem, I know it's very easy to get lost in time, but you only have 45 minutes for the interview. So each moment is important. Use your time wisely. I suggest you adopt a mindset, good enough, move on. If there are certain things that you feel not very important, don't waste your time explaining them to the interviewers. Here's a time breakdown of a good coding interview. The first 5 minutes is for introduction and casual conversation. The next 20 to 25 minutes is for problem solving. The next 10 to 15 minutes is for writing code and testing your solutions. And finally, you should spend about 1 to 2 minutes at the end of the interview asking some questions about the companies to express your interest. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. That supports the channel a lot, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.